It has been like a Dawn People double bill. This is Secret Origines Annual Number 1, featuring the Dawn People. The art is by Jason Byrne, and a good thing about this is that it is like a proper crash course on the Dawn People. We have got the original team on this side, then we have got the new Dawn People on this side, and we get origines for every character on both, plus Captain Planet, which I didn't even read. I am interested in the Dawn People, but didn't have much understanding of them. I've the very basics off of the advert, and this one, it really helped us know a bit more and learn about them new Dawn People characters that nobody likes. Our framing sequence is that Robot Man, Brendan Fraser's, he has gone to the Dawn People's art headquarters, and now he is reminiscing about the team and the characters. First, we get his backstory, how he was a famous race master, Formula Number 1 driver man, and in his racy car, he did a racing crash and he was badly injured, and the only way they could save him was by putting his brain into a robot body. That's a simple one. Then here we have got Professor X's originy and how it ties into the woman from the new Dawn People, Centigrade. She was meant to be his estranged wife that he met in India, and this was all later retconned, so I didn't think any of this is workable at all. Then we have got how the baddie, he shot Professor X, and that is why he's in a wheelie chair. That is sad. Next up, it's Mummy Mon. He was a famous pilot man, and he worked at the plane factory, and he was taking one of the new planes out for a skydrive, and he got superpowers, and he became Mummy Mon. And then he got covered in bandages, and then he digivolves into his shadow form. This is his mega level digivolution. Next, we have got Elastic Woman, and she probably has the most interesting of all the stories. She was like a shallow, odd-timey movie star, and she fell in some water, and then she became a freak, which is ironic because she was shallow. And now here we can see there's the Dawn People all together, running into action. And we learn about some of their adventures and some of their other members, like Mentalo or Shrek Boy, who is miscoloured. He is meant to be green. And then they died in an explosion, and that was the end. Except then we got the new Dawn People. Robot Man, Brendan Fraser's, he barely survived the explosion, but he was rebuilt. And then the framing story switches over to Aru Kenimon, who is the best of the new Dawn People characters, I reckon. And she tells us her originy, and it is kind of just a rehash of Mummy Mon's originy. She has the same powers, except the main difference is she is a sexy woman. Then we learn some more about Centigrade and her fire powers. And then finally we have got Prospero. And these new characters, their origines aren't very great, but during all these, they end with Aru Kenimon recruiting them for the new Dawn People, who are, they're like a government type of superhero team. Here we see how Brendan Fraser's ended up joining the new team, and we see some of their stories. That one there, the Superman one, I have got that one. It is DC Comics Presents issue 52. The new Dawn People, they were not very popular, so they got cancelled and the team broke up, but then they appeared in other books, like in Tiny Titans. There were guest stars, and this story is a lead-in to their new ongoing series, which again proves unpopular until Van Morrison comes along and he tosses out all these new Dawn People characters. I think it was deserved, since most of them didn't come across as that interesting, or they're just like distaff versions of the originals. With that said, though, I really do think that there's something good about Aru Kenimon. I think she was worth more than Centigrade or Prospero, maybe because she is a sexy woman. We got a write-up promoting the new ongoing series and a little preview of it. I am probably going to track down this series eventually. I'm going to try and build up a whole collection of this little DC Super Spy sort of line of books. I've already got all of Captain Atamant and Firelord and bits and pieces of Suicide Squads. So these new Dawn People comics, they'll probably be my next one. Then we have got Captain Planet, and I never read this, but it looks like he was a spaceman from 1951, because that is what it says there. And then what happened was, there was an explosion, and he was either caught in this explosion, or he was around the explosion when it happened. And then there were, a bunch of people, and they're talking about stuff, and there's a baby there, maybe that is Captain Planet being born. And I think this is maybe like a flashback to Captain Planet's childhood. Either that, or he was born a grown-up spaceman, and then he became a baby and grew up again. But it looks like he played the Recorder, which is something I can say I have never seen a superhero do. And then a girl falls down, and he catches her, and an odd man points at something, and Captain Planet wonders what time it is, even though he's not wearing a watch. And then some gangsters shoot at him, but the bullet, it bounces off his head, and I think that is how he got his powers. And then he became a spaceman. He put on his spacesuit, and he went into space. And I didn't care. The main story, the Dawn People, it was a useful exercise. Not much of a story really, but it's like a visual Andy book type of thing. So I rate this 7 thumbs up.